All right, Divine Masculine, let's get into some love and see what's coming up for you in love and money. Though we have a little bit of an idea. Just going to get a couple of messages for each deck. Divine Masculine. What does Divine Masculine need to know in regards to love? Let's see. Masculine, love. So we have grateful partnership. Cultivate a grateful partnership by focusing on the positive. Practice daily gratitude. Celebrate each other's efforts and appreciate the love you share. So for those of you who are in a healthy relationship, or you're going into a new relationship, just make sure that you cultivate a grateful partnership. Focus on positives, practice daily gratitude, celebrate each other's efforts, and appreciate the love that you share. We also have unconditional support. So offer unconditional support by being there for your partner no matter what, showing up during their highs and lows, and be a steadfast pillar of strength. So once again, for those of you who are in a healthy relationship or going into a new relationship, just make sure that you provide unconditional support. Be there for your partner no matter what they're going through, ups, downs, goods, bads, ins, out. Show up during the highs and lows and be their strength. And then we have love and kindness. So show love and kindness through small acts of service, prepare a meal, run an errand, or offer a comforting gesture to show your partner they are loved and appreciated. So the little things count too, and I feel like this is what this message is representing, that you can show acts of kindness and show love by doing small things as well. It doesn't have to always be extravagant or, over the top. Just, prepare a meal, run an errand, do some household things, to take the load off of your person, or do some type of comforting gesture, maybe a massage their feet, just to let them know that they are loved and appreciated. So yeah, much love for those messages. Keep that in consideration, Divine Masculine, for your boo thing. Now we're going to get into some unsent letters. This is like a deck for, those of you who have exes, and these are some things that they want you to know. It could be from your current situationship, relationship, that they just haven't expressed to you. These are some things they might want to say. Unsent letters. These are the letters that you haven't received. Divine masculine needs to know in these unsent letters. Let's get a couple cards for you guys. So the first one is, I think this is supposed to say, please give me another chance. You can come back anytime now. I won't be mad. Honest. Just one reply. So someone does wish that you would come back. They want another chance. So obviously you all still have someone that's thinking about you from the past. We also have, you are a masterpiece. You were the best thing in my life. So that feels like past energy as well. Someone from your past is really focusing in on you, really missing you, probably reminiscing. And then we have, do you think about me as much as I think about you? I wish you were next to me. I listen to the music you sent me. Are you going crazy thinking about me too? So they want to know if you are still thinking about them. They're still listening to the music you sent them. So yeah, I feel like all three of these could be past energy. So this is someone from your past. However, under the bottom, we have one that says you were never mine. We had an unexpected but undeniable pull to each other. In another life, we could have made it. We would have. I would make sure of it. I like to think you would too. I miss you, but you were never mine to miss. Wow. And then someone wants to say, things I wish I could tell you. It's not your fault. Truth, and move on. So I feel like a lot of this energy is coming from that direct past person that we just got through discovering. But I feel like this you were never mine is someone else. So but I feel like that person, your direct ex, just wants you to know none of it was your fault. That's the truth. So you can close this chapter and move on with your life. It's nothing, bad about you. It was all them and they know it. So yeah, that part. So next we're going to do the love oracle. Just to get a few more messages. Masculine. shocking here with turmoil, trouble, and unexpected. So I believe that's that past situation or someone's current situation, what we just discovered with these spreads. Your perspective needs to be you're better off, you're headed towards happiness and having a clear headspace. Also, with the open heart, still stay receptive, have empathy, and remain vulnerable. So don't harden your shell or become someone that you're truly not because of this situation. Stay sweet, stay kind, stay generous. Keep all of those positive characteristics about yourself, because there are some possibilities awaiting you right now. Just be free spirited, adventurous, and don't be afraid to take risk, like not risky behavior, but don't be afraid to say hello to someone. Don't be afraid to approach someone. Those type of risks that you are really vibing, because it's possible this person could end up being your soulmate with deep love, unity, and connection. So you don't want to miss that opportunity. You could have chemistry with this person. It's attraction, sparks, and passion. So don't close yourself off to possibilities. I feel like that's what that's saying for you. So next we're going to get into what could possibly be blocking you from love right now that you may need to work on. Relationships. Judgment here. Don't be too quick to count someone out. Be open and give them a fair chance. So yeah, being selective doesn't mean to be judgmental. You know, just pay attention to the vibe, pay attention to what the person is saying. Like, give them an opportunity to, you know, get to know them. And then base your decision off of what they're telling you and what they're showing you. Don't be judgmental because they seem like they're feisty, or you don't like their voice tone, or you don't like their style or something like that. Just being very judgmental and assuming that they're one way or this way, and you don't typically like that kind or that. You get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, someone who we'll just say likes to dress seductive. You automatically assume they're slutty, like putting judgment on this person when it's not that. They could be like, the reason why they dress seductively is because they're actually from the islands. It's not a big deal about what you wear. It's a different society on the islands than it is here, but they live here now, so you're coming across as being judgmental and you don't really understand. So just give people an opportunity and don't be quick to judge. Also, we have too much here. You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. So don't overpower the conversations. Be a listening ear. Be receptive to what they're telling you. Like, you don't want to seem like you're self-centered. And it's all about you. That can be very unattractive, especially coming from a male, a masculine energy. Yes, we want to talk, but you can save a little bit for the next date. You know, just keep the conversations to a minimum and be more of a listener than a talker. And then we have demanding here. You set impossible standards for your partner to meet. Be less demanding. So yeah, if y'all are out here being demanding, you doing the bare minimum, but you expect maximum out of your partner, you wrong. So quit being so demanding and controlling to where you have your person stressed all out and low energy and feeling like, you know, you're an energy vampire as well. And that brings me into this tolerating abuse. It's like sometimes being so demanding is a form of abuse, and any kind of abuse is not okay. You and them deserve someone who treats them well. So keep that in mind. The way that you are towards your person, would you want someone to be that way towards you? That's the main rule of thumb. Would you want that person to be putting so many demands on you that it feels like you're going crazy? You don't have time for yourself. You don't have time to think. You don't have time for any self-care. It's just all of these demands. So, yeah. To where it feels more or less like abuse than a relationship. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. So, we also have in the middle, you may feel like everyone is going to leave you. Don't think that way. You just need to choose a partner who can commit to you and let yourself commit to them. So you can't have that type of ideology if you want to attract someone for the long haul. You have to exude that, like you are in it for the long haul. Like I say, sometimes what we carry in us is what we attract to us. So if that's your thinking process, that's probably what you're going to attract. So if you think everybody's going to leave, then 9 times out of 10, everybody's going to leave. So also, we do have not my type under the bottom. And it says be open to different types of people because you may be surprised who you find. So that goes along with this judgment as well. You may have had certain like notions about people or stereotypes about people, thinking that because people look a certain way, they all are this type of way or whatever like that. Like, get that out of your mind and stop cutting yourself off to possibilities. So yeah, I feel like that's what that's really trying to say. You don't really want to close off possibilities, especially when you're trying to find true love, your true soulmate and companion for life. You want to find someone who is 100% almost compatible with you, at least 90% compatible with you. And sometimes that doesn't come in the package that you expect. So just be open, give it a chance. If it's still not your cup of tea after you give it a chance, it's okay to move on, but at least you could say that you were open to trying something different. So next we're going to go into soulmate manifestation, which we were just kind of touching on that, to see are you going to be able to manifest a soulmate. So let's see, divine masculine. Techniques you can do. Divine masculine. What does divine masculine need to know when manifesting a soulmate? Is it that divine masculine needs to know when manifesting a soulmate? So let's see. Divine masculine. So we have searching. I'm not ready to be with you yet because I'm still searching for myself and I don't really know who I am yet. I feel like that's some of you. You feel that way, that you're not ready yet because you're still trying to get yourself together. You don't really know who you are anymore, especially if you're just coming out of a toxic situation. So that's understandable. Please heal, gather yourself, become whole again before looking for that soulmate. Some of you may feel like you're lost. You've been looking for your person in all the wrong people. So that's why, like we just discovered, you may need to stop being so judgmental, and also where is it? Be open to different types of people, because the ideal person that you're looking for may not come in the package that you're going for. So just be open to the different types of people, different type of cultures, different type of ethnicities. Like, don't limit yourself when it comes down to that. And then we have the one. I'm the person who can understand you in a way that no one else can. For some of you, this is how your soulmate feels. This is the part that you need to understand, that they are the person who can understand you in a way that no one else can or will be able to. And I feel like this person is at a distance from you right now with this distance card. And it says, though we are experiencing life in different locations right now, we are still so connected all the time. So that's the other reason why you need to be open to different people or different types of people. So under the bottom we have lessons. There are still lessons I have to learn before I can be ready to be with you. I feel like that's coming from you, Divine Masculine. And some of you are worried about finances. I'm not ready for you yet because I'm not financially stable enough to be a good partner to you. And that's fine. Continue to work and get yourself together so that you can be a good provider as well. And some of you may be feeling like you're unworthy. Our love will be the greatest love you've ever known. Do you have doubts about your worthiness to receive this love? Some of you could be with your soulmate right now, but you're feeling like you're unworthy. Like if you're with the person and the Supreme Most High has brought you two together, then you need to consider yourself worthy, because even the Divine thought you were worthy enough. So give credit where credit is due. You are worthy of a soulmate. So yeah, much love to the Supreme Most High. So next we're going to get into money manifestation. So let's see. Let me put these back so that I don't get them confused. I'm trying to get through them all before my battery dies. That's why I'm not pulling that many cards on these. So let's see. Money manifestation. Divine Masculine. Cards always throw me off. What is it that Divine Masculine needs to know when it comes to money manifestation? Manifestation. Divine Masculine. Let's see. Four at the same time. So the first one is research. Before you make your next move, it's important to do some exploratory research so you know all the possible paths you can take. So some of you really need to research about the different ways in which you have in your mind that you want to make money. Make sure you know all the information that you need to have in order to direct yourself along that path. So get all the information, all the data, do your due diligence, and yeah, so that you won't have any, T's that you haven't crossed and no I's that you haven't dotted, so you won't run into any issues. Just know everything about what you're trying to do before you even start. That you are doing the proper research to see how do you invest, how do you keep up with depositing money or investing money, how will you be able to retrieve your money, different things like that. Like, is it taxable money? Like, find out everything that you need to find out. Do you need to watch your money like you watch the stock market? Like, find out everything that you need to find out. Yeah. So also, we have retreat here. Sometimes taking a break is the best thing you can do to gain clarity and a fresh perspective. So some of you may need to take a break, take a little vacation, get some self-care in so that you can relax your mind and come back with, a fresh mind so that you can gain clarity and make the best decisions based around your finances. We also have dependent here, and it says you can't fully come into your power if you rely on others for financial support. So some of you are relying on someone else for your support. Maybe you're borrowing money, or someone else is giving you like an allowance or something like that. Yeah, once again, you can't fully come into your power if you rely on others for financial support. So that part. Maybe some of you may be very young, just starting out, and you're trying to get your footing. So maybe you should use like whatever allowance or whatever someone is giving you and start your own small little business. Like invest in something, maybe like t-shirts or something that's popular but isn't that expensive if you buy it in bulk, and start your own little business that way. But once again, do your research, and yeah, that way you don't have to rely on others for your financial support. Some of you may still be relying on parents, or some men are like baby boy. They just still rely on mama, they rely on baby mama, they rely on everybody but getting up and getting a job and doing it themselves. So we don't need this dependency in a divine masculine. Y'all know better. And for others of you, you're just being impatient. It takes time to build an empire. Your desire for instant results can hinder your ability to make good decisions. So be very patient with yourself. Be patient with your business, whatever it is that you're trying to build. Be patient with yourself. Make good choices. Because you want your business to be around for the long term, and you want your business built on integrity, and for your business to have morals. So take your time. Don't rush success, because once you get there, you're there, especially if you do it right. So yeah, don't be so impatient. How does the saying go? The best thing comes to those who wait. So this could be one of the best, businesses out there. If you take the time to build it, make sure the foundation is good, the structure is good, it's built on morals, like I said, and had, a lot of integrity. You're not cutting any corners, taking any shortcuts, trying to scheme and scam people. You want to do everything right so that this business can be around for the long haul. You don't want a lot of negative responses about your business. We have like all of these different spaces where people can come and review your business, as well as the Better Business Bureau. So you want to keep that at a minimum of complaints. So build it up in the correct way, and you won't have any problems when it comes down to longevity. So yeah, that's what we got on money manifestations. It's some work that you guys need to do, homework, because you have a lot of researching to do. So yeah, divine masculines, But I just know y'all not out here relying on no woman and your mamas at this point. You can't be a divine masculine relying on your mama. So let's see. The next one is love and money. Let me check my battery. Okay, I think we got about 5 more minutes. Does divine masculine need to know when it comes down to love and money? This is a combo deck that covers both love and money. So let's see what's going on. Love and money for divine masculine. This time when it comes to love and money. Get a couple of messages from the universe, please. So we have here the number 1 and 7, and it says, my warnings were there hidden in plain sight, but you didn't take them seriously. Now we're forced to confront what was left unspoken. So I feel like this goes along with the spreads that we just went through when it comes down to your ex. This is like the warning. But I feel like this person did show you who they were. You just ignored it. Some of it was due to being under a spell or illusion. So we get it now. Also, right here we have overload. And it says process involves too many steps and slows down progress. Delegate responsibilities to avoid burnout. Too many responsibilities, and don't let the pressure slow you down. So some of you are being overloaded or bombarded with a lot of responsibility right now, or this is how, you know, someone in your energy is feeling. Could be your actual significant other with all of the demands. So just take that into consideration and maybe delegate some of those tasks to other people to give you or your person a little break. And also we have numbness in the number 2. We have a series of 2s right now again. So it says escaping emotions with substance isolates you. Numbing emotions through substances and losing touch with your true self. Restoring clarity is the first step to rebuilding trust. So some of you may be resorting to alcohol or other substance abuses right now just to numb yourself, but you need to be your whole and complete self, not a false version of yourself or full of some type of spirit. So, but I feel like this is your ex, or your, you know, for some of you, your current person. You're still with that person who you are soon going to be, you know, coming to a conclusion with. But this is definitely not the answer. Just numbing, putting a band-aid on the situation. Like, that's not a good solution, because it's not resolving anything. It's just removing you from being fully aware of what's going on around you, being fully present, and being able to respond correctly. So stop drinking, stop doing drugs, and face your problems head on. If you need to end the situation, end it and move forward. But just soaking yourself in alcohol and all of that it's not helping matters at all. So yeah, much love to the universe for those messages. So let me change my battery and we'll be back to finish this up. Alright, you guys, let's get into the celestial insight. I think that's over here. Celestial insight for the divine masculine. What does the divine masculine need to know? What insight does the divine masculine need to know at this time? Attract. You are attracting people and opportunities that align with your energy. Are you dissatisfied with your current surroundings? Shift your mindset and energy and you'll begin attracting what you desire. Once again, we've already, covered that you need to exude what you're trying to attract. Otherwise, you're going to attract what you're holding inside. How you truly feel on the inside. So change your way of thinking, change your way of harboring old grudges or old negative energies from the past. Like, let it go so that you can attract positivity to you and a positive person who's on, a better vibration and a better fit for you. So we also have accept here. Accepting things as they are can be a powerful step forward. You may be resisting changes lately. Let go of control and you'll discover peace and new opportunities in the present moment. So yeah, just accept it for what it is. There's no need to harbor on old situations, old things that happen. It's like, it is what it is. Accept it for what it is and move forward. No need to cling on to that old, situation. No need to continue to talk about it with others. Oh, let me tell you how that girl did me or whatever like that. It's like, don't breathe life into it anymore. After today, let it go. Accept it for what it is and move forward. We don't need to harbor, that toxic energy. We don't need to dwell and hold grudges or none of that. Because it's only going to make you attract the same thing back to you. So also we have clarity here. Clear vision is leading you forward. Have you been feeling uncertain? Clarity is emerging. Take action with confidence and trust in your path. So yeah, clear your vision. Don't be confused. Don't have any uncertainties or insecurities or be doubting yourself or anything like that. Just move forward with a clear mind, clear head, and you'll be fine. We have heart here. Your heart knows the truth. Are you overthinking a situation? Trust the wisdom of your heart. It will lead you to the most authentic decision. So that's self-explanatory. Trust your heart. sometimes we do need to use our head over our heart, because your heart could still want to be there. But you know, you could possibly know that that is the wrong situation, wrong person in your head, but because you love and you love for real, the heart can sometimes fool you. However, I think in this situation, your heart is tired of being abused, walked over, used, cheated on, abused. You know what I'm saying? At this point, the heart can't take no more. So we need to create an environment so that we will get reciprocated to us what we're actually giving out. So sometimes, although we are on a high vibration, we still attract someone who is negative. That's only because they're coming into our existence to teach us a lesson and then move on. We're supposed to learn from that situation and grow, or become enlightened, or to just heal that person. They're not actually coming to us for us. Sometimes they're coming to us for them, so we can help them get through something, but it's not meant to last forever. So understand that and be good with that and just move on. So yeah, what else? Much love to the universe for those messages. Now I'm going to pull a couple of names to see if any of these names are in your energy. So let's see. Let's go with this deck first. Got a John under the bottom. That could be you or someone around you. Victoria and a Sylvester. We have a Trina, Quayla, Gwyneth, Vinny. This Orion or Orion is in everybody's names, but we have Alton here, Tia, Tramika, Sierra, Alice, Gwendolyn, Kimberly, Andreas, Natalia, Onyx, Quest, Serenity, and Dylan. It could be you or someone around you. We also have Vanessa under the bottom. Grab the other one really quickly. Turquella. Somebody's name could be Price. Fred. Montel, DJ, Sean, divine masculine energy. We have Lucky, Greg, Alicia, Jackie, Stacy, Jamal, Jenna, Maya, James, and Derek. Get a couple more. Oop. Got Diamond, Carlton, Janice, Jamelia, Nadia, Lorena, Edith, and Calvin. So yeah, divine masculine, that's who you have in your energy. For some of you, could be you, could be someone around you. Also had Winter under the bottom. Okay, so let's get into the future higher self. We got about 12 minutes. Get a few messages from here really quickly. Self or from their future higher self. you have many layers of truth to discover. So this could be in a situation, or this could be as far as, yourself, or about life. Could be the truth about reality. This could be multifaceted. We also have don't dwell on what might be on the other side of that closed door. Like if a door closed, like for instance your past relationship, that door is closed, so just leave it closed. Don't dwell on that. Because this card goes right along with it. It says when a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. So for some of you, you just need to leave that door closed and just walk through the new door when that opportunity presents itself. We also have when it gets dark, remember that the sun always rises. So whatever you're going through, it's only temporary. It's not going to last always. And just know with this next one, everything is unfolding as it should be. Like this was all a part of the plan for, to push you to expansion, to push you to an awakening, to push you to enlightenment. So it's for your greater good. And so it says, as you connect to spirit, you draw closer to your highest self. So this is, making you connect more spiritually with the divine. So once again, it's like that was the reason for some of the things that you go through. It's like sometimes the divine wants us to go through things to make sure that we're going to be able to build a solid core. Like we're not going to be easily broken. We're not going to be shaken. We're going to be a solid core, a solid foundation for when we step into this spiritual aspect of ourselves. Nothing is going to move us. So understand that you're going to be made into a whole different material, a whole different type of metal. Like you just don't understand. So with this next one goes right into what I was saying. You are creating a you that you will be proud of. So that's what the divine is forcing you to do. Become better, become stronger, become unbreakable, and come closer to the divine energy. But yeah, the sacrifices you make today will be worth it. So going through all of this now, it's like you're sacrificing your time, your energy, going through this negative process. But in the long run, everything will be well worth it, because now you will know what type of person you don't want, what to look for. All of the red flags that your ex had, you will see them front and center on the next person. So don't even waste time. The first red flag, out of there. Don't even give it, don't even give enough time for another red flag to show up. Even if the flag is pink, like out of there. We already know where this is headed. You know what I'm saying? Unless you feel like that person is worth it, and it's just a little oopsie daisy, but based on what you've been through, you can spot them head on and fix it, or release it. So, but it's going to make you better as far as who you allow into your energy, into your personal space. And you're going to be proud of yourself because you're able to, to have a certain level of discernment now. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. Much love to the universe for those higher self messages. Now, let's tap into this divine masculine. I'm only going to pull one card because these have a pretty long, extensive reading associated with it. So I'm just gonna pull one card for you guys and message for the divine masculine. Make sure we're still going. Oh, we have about 21 minutes left. We'll be done before the end. Divine masculine. What is the message for the divine masculine? So let's see if we can get at least one card. See what kind of energy you guys are exuding right now. So we have Dionysus. Just passed it. Here we go. Dionysus. It says, indulge your senses in pleasure and sensuality. Indulge your senses in pleasure and sensuality to connect to ecstasy. Look at the relationship you hold with sex and let go of outdated societal rhetoric holding you back from intimacy. Recognized as the god of ecstasy, wine, and vegetation within the Greco-Roman religion, Dionysus is known for having a plethora of lovers, born to parents Zeus and Semele, the princess of Thebes. Dionysus had a dramatic start to life. He was saved by Zeus in the womb when Zeus' wife Hera devised a plan to abolish Semele and her unborn child out of jealousy. Zeus sewed up the unborn Dionysus in his thigh for a time to keep him safe, making him twice born. A patron of the arts and associated with pleasure and fertility, he represents the lifeblood of nature, particularly sap and juice. With a vivacious nature and a zest for life, Dionysus is a guide for those wanting to tap back into the sensuality of life. Dionysus' message: just like a Venn diagram where two or more circles overlap, sexuality and sensuality exist separately sometimes and entwine together at others. You can have sex without sensuality and sensuality without sex and sensual sex. Sexuality activates the body and sensuality animates your spirit. Combining the two offers an immersed, euphoric experience, connecting the body to source energy. Sex stripped of sensuality is often devoid of intimacy. Intimacy can be intimidating and requires profound naked openness. The level of vulnerability can be a sensitive issue, not just in terms of the body. When an open heart meets sexual liberation, one night fleeing can hold more love, connection, and intimacy than a long-term relationship in some cases. Abundant aftercare, affection, openness, and vulnerability can completely transform the act of sex to a healing experience. Shame-filled narratives are one of the most obstructions, keeping modern-day daters away from deep intimacy. Talk such as being soft for showing romantic love, being criticized for wanting to go home early to the ball and chain on a night out, and peer pressure to sow their seed all serve to keep intimacy suppressed. The rhetoric directed at women shames them for enjoying sex for their own pleasure and for indulging in multiple partners. Men are held in high regard for their sexual prowess and power, while women are shunned for it. These two opposing narratives worm their way into collective beliefs, thus affecting behavior, patterns, and paradigms systematically. The shame polarity shows up like two magnets trying to connect but repelling and bouncing off of each other. The opposing magnetic energy encapsulates much of the dynamics in modern dating. Another obstructive dynamic in the dating scene is the prevailing preference for nonchalance, which is not only favored but actively encouraged. Projecting an image of emotional restraint and aloofness, aloofness is seen as holding the upper hand in this unspoken competition. There's a subtle contest to see who can maintain the most withdrawn, blasé, and emotionally detached demeanor. To avoid this, question your beliefs surrounding the feelings of embarrassment and showing romantic interest, and consider working with the practitioner of your choice to identify issues of past rejection and abandonment that keep you fearful of intimacy. Clear the past to find more ease in connecting with pleasure, play, sensuality, and sexuality. So I feel like some of you all do need to possibly get some healing when it comes to the way that you look at sensuality, sexuality, because I feel like with your past partner, this person may have caused some trauma within you, being that, you know, they were cheating on you and making you feel possibly like you weren't good enough, or, you know, whatever type of excuse they had for why they were doing what they were doing. And some of you probably need to heal through that, because once again, it wasn't anything about you. But in order to build your confidence back up, you may want to get some type of counseling and get rid of feeling like you not good enough, the shame, the guilt, remorse, whatever it is that it's got you feeling such a way regarding that situation, so that you can move on with confidence to your next potential soulmate. So yeah, and I feel like some of you have been, you know, programmed incorrectly when it comes down to sexuality, sensuality. Some of you may be struggling with sexuality as well, is what I'm getting from this. So yeah, you may need to find like a counselor, a therapist, or something like that. Although some of what this is explaining I don't agree with, but to each his own. I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but however, you may be in need of some type of counseling, some type of healing, some type of therapy to get you through this time in your life. And don't be afraid to show romantic love. Don't be afraid to, you know, still be sensual. It's like, at the end of the day, I do agree with them saying that people are kind of like shunned or kind of trained to not be as romantic anymore. It's just all about the act of sex. It's no, you know, wooing. It's no trying to impress, you know, your woman, or vice versa. It's like you rarely see people talk about like really dating and the courtship and romanticizing relationships anymore. And I think that needs to be brought back. I think that's where all of us as the collective will learn how to heal and get along a little bit better when we are shown that soft side. And I kind of feel like that's the reason why they don't really play like R&B music anymore, because it's all about love and romance. You get what I'm saying? So I do agree with that aspect of it. So yeah, let's take that into consideration, divine masculine, that we need more of, you know, sensuality, romantic gestures, a man being intimate, all of it. We need all of that still today. So much love to the divine for that message. And in closing, we're going to go ahead and get you some advice or some guidance or some solution from the Mist and Shadows really quickly. Go ahead and light this Palo Santos. I want to send you guys some cleansing energy. cleanse your energy so that you can move forward. No negative attachments. Message, advice, guidance for the divine masculine. And I'm rushing out because I need to get my puppy out to use the restroom. For masculine. So we have sad news, message of concern. So I feel like that sad news, message of concern was actually, because it has that certified mail here, it could have been your divorce decree or divorce papers. However, don't be sad because this is an elimination of evil, getting this evil person out of your life. Just know that it's okay to start over and over and over again, rebirth, reinvent, and rise. Still I rise. Yeah. Because this person, whoever this was in your energy, was a thief. They were stealing your property, robbing you of your energy, time, and money. So it's good that this person, this whole situation, it will be over soon if it's not already over. For some of you, it'll be over soon. For some of you, it's already over. So just be happy, or try to be happy. Get yourself on a higher frequency. Like the reading was saying, you may need to step away, take a few days to relax, and all of that. But you are going to get through it. You're going to grow from it. You are going to be able to have better discernment moving forward. Don't do anything crazy. Don't let this hinder you, slow you down. None of that, or feel any type of way about yourself, or anything like that, other than becoming better. You know, you're just striving to be better than you were yesterday. So don't let this situation break you or anything like that. So yeah, with that being said, Divine Masculine, thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate your time and energy. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Peace and love and light. And as always,